Welcome. You're listening to the calming sounds of the Tidepool Orchestra. Side A.
Hello and welcome to another exciting episode of the Tidepool Orchestra. Guys, which episode is this?
You bastard, you tricked me.
I know, I tricked you. Which episode is this?
Dude, I don't even know. I haven't been on the last two.
We'll figure it out later. Anyway.
Oh, Brian
That
guy's
was-
taking the swigs. Disgusting.
That was very warm rum.
Guys, my name is Contigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die.
Is that hand sanitizer? Oh, okay.
It's a hand sanitizer.
Yes, it's delicious. You want some?
Oh boy.
Figured it'd fuck me up real good.
Make you blind.
Okay, so a couple of things right off the bat, some news. We spent all day recording videos, so expect some more videos the next couple of days sprinkled throughout the days. Only a few of them I'm naked, only a few.
It's too bad none of them have camera.
Not a single one. It's a shame.
You guys lied to me.
I had to visualize.
Oh yeah, just because we wanted your webcam on while we recorded doesn't mean we were recording your webcam.
Damn it! Why did I do that then? So last week we got an episode that was recorded the week before, and the reason for that was, of course, I was in California this last week. I actually got to hang out with Noah. If you haven't seen it already, I made a video called "Going to the Last Blockbuster in the World" or something to that effect. There will be a link in the description, maybe, if I remember. I don't know. I already started drinking.
I'm still very nauseated from the videos we did earlier.
Yeah, pretty good. What did you guys do this last week?
Dude, I've been working and moving.
Yeah, Mike, I noticed that you are in a house, apartment,
Close enough.
trailer.
No,
I don't know.
it's an apartment. 2-bedroom, 1 bath. Nice. Comes with laundry and stainless steel appliances.
Nice.
It must be nice to have appliances.
Yeah. We don't have a microwave or a toaster, so we've been toasting everything and actually reheating everything in the oven.
I mean, have you tried oven baked Hot Pockets?
No.
They're so good. It takes like 20 minutes instead of 2, but it's so good.
Yeah, that's the pain in the ass about it, honestly. Like, I can make this corn dog.
They're flaky,
but it takes
crisp. Everything's
20
heated.
minutes to make one corn dog instead of in a microwave where it takes 30 seconds.
Guys,
Like,
everything tastes better from the oven or from a frying pan as opposed to microwave.
That's true. It
does take forever.
It maintains its flavor. I agree, but also, I am very impatient.
have you
Fair
ever
enough.
had a Hot Pocket that was completely evenly cooked? It's almost
Yes.
worth it just for that novelty.
Yeah,
Novelty?
not from my microwave, you know.
I actually, I used to make all of my Hot Pockets in a toaster oven.
It's pretty
That
close
was,
to.
yeah, that was actually really nice.
I don't have a microwave anymore because I tried to turn it into a video game system and it didn't work.
You know, fun fact, you can actually do that. I've seen videos of people doing that.
I got the toaster to work, but not the microwave. Anyway, so let's, I don't know, cover some news topics, maybe? Kind of.
What's news?
So The Simpsons pulled an episode.
Really?
Yeah.
That only took 30 seasons?
They took an episode from, what was it, season 2?
I don't know. It was an early
season
season.
3, I don't know. The episode is called Stark Raving Dad, and it had Michael Jackson in it. And the Simpsons producers have decided that they will no longer associate themselves with Michael Jackson, so they have pulled the episode. They will never air it on TV ever again.
Well, good thing I have the season 2 box set.
Yeah.
Even though I've never actually watched a full season of The Simpsons. I found them at a pawn shop for like $2 each. I own 3 seasons of The Simpsons.
They're
Never got around to watching them.
They're going to re-release that season on DVD and Blu-ray in slightly higher quality without that episode. They're also removing it from any of their online apps. They're taking it off of like basically everything. It's the banned episode.
Mike,
Wow.
Mike, hang on to that season 2 because it might actually be a collector's item now.
Yeah.
My $2 pawn shop find.
It's a good
What-
investment.
What I always thought was kind of crazy, because this is about Michael Jackson's documentary, or the documentary about coming out. What I always thought was kind of funny was growing up in the late 90s, early 2000s, back when all of the court cases were going on, all the allegations against him were coming to light. The whole running gag was that, oh, Michael Jackson's a child molester. You know, like your classmates would joke around. He'd be like, oh yeah, I had a great weekend this night in Neverland Ranch. Make jokes like that.
Your audio is
But-
cutting in and out.
Sorry about that. Can you hear me a little bit better now?
Yeah.
Okay. But that was the running gag, was that, you know, Michael Jackson was a child molester. Then everybody forgot about it as the allegations sort of sunk away, and completely forgot about it. Everybody became a Michael Jackson fan when he died.
I figure they went away, but also the jokes just became novelty. It was just something funny to say, but no one actually put any weight to it.
No, they didn't. But then everybody suddenly remembered once these documentaries happened.
Yeah. I think
Oh,
can
yeah.
I say one of the jokes that was like revolving around my middle school for all 3 years?
Your middlehood?
Yes.
Middlehood is when you get a halfway circumcision. You could say anything you want on the podcast, Mike. I don't care. Just
It
don't
was like,
say the 3 big. I mean, I'm lenient on 2 of them. Just don't say that one word.
Okay.
When do you know it's bedtime at Michael Jackson's house?
When?
When the big hand is on the little hand.
Aw.
That's the kind of joke I'm talking about.
Nice
It's like,
and
and
wholesome.
those jokes stayed relevant, but they lost basically any and all weight to them because no one like wanted to basically acknowledge it. And now people are actually acknowledging it again, and all of a sudden it's a bigger deal than it ever has been.
Yeah.
Like his whole thing with Neverland Ranch and dressing up like Peter Pan and all that. Like people realize that Peter Pan was the villain in that book, right?
What?
Peter Pan.
No, I'd never actually read Peter Pan.
Oh,
I've just seen the Disney movie.
The movies romanticize the fuck out of him. Or should I say Disney romanticized the fuck out of him?
In the books, Peter Pan terrorizes and tortures and starves to death all the Lost Boys that he decides to just arbitrarily not like that day. One of the chapters in the book is like, every now and then Peter Pan will have imaginary dinner, and we wish he would do it less often because it's really a lot less filling than regular dinner. But Peter Pan is like this weird omniscient god sort of creature where like he doesn't care and he could fly around and he could do whatever he wants, and everybody's just kind of slightly afraid of him and they just kind of play along because if not he'll kill them. And also the Lost Boys are always children because Peter Pan kills them before adulthood. The ones who he doesn't. What?
This sounds like a German fairy tale.
Yeah, no, it actually. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's loosely based on the German fairy tale.
Oh.
Well, part of the original Peter Pan novel was written because the author. I'm going off memory here, and I can't touch anything on my computer, or OBS will freak out. But
if only you had 2 monitors.
Buy me a monitor, Mike. Buy me a monitor.
Okay, I got you, fam.
So his brother, right, the author's brother, I forget the author's name at the moment, but his older brother died when he was very, very young. And his mother freaked out and went slightly insane and made him dress up in his dead older brother's clothing that is now too small for even him, and constantly told him that, you're not as good as your brother, and you never will be. And so he like mentally snapped, and he's like, well, obviously I need to write a play about this.
Yeah, no, that actually sounds pretty accurate about a boy who'll never grow up. Let's be a boy forever.
It's great.
I'm bothered by my chair. I actually pulled this out of the dumpster at work. But like, look, if I lean back and pick my feet up to where I'm not stasis,
watch Mike fall down.
I just drift. I don't fall. I just drift. Goodbye.
It's so great. Mike's my favorite.
But yeah, I pulled this chair out of the dumpster at work.
I have a question.
And they let me.
Okay. Why was it in the dumpster?
He's about to show us.
Oh, I was wondering why there was a shirt on it. Oh, it's too dark to see.
Hang on.
Bam.
He's using a flashlight on... Oh! Just pull out some yarn and a needle. That's what I do.
I'm just gonna fuck it up with duct tape, fam.
Like, I don't think people realize how much I use yarn for everything. Like a pocket, I wanted a pocket there, so I just made one.
I have to reclothe my fucking chair.
Of course. Take your time, fam. Ooh, is it just show and tell time? Because, like, I have this Red Bull thing.
Or are we talking about things we've stolen from...
I stole this from work. It's where I keep my Vegemite.
I'm bothered that you call it Vegemite.
It's Vegemite. It's like a vegetable.
No, it's...
Now it won't lean back at all. God fucking damn it.
Show and tell time? Okay, so this is my new smudgy screen.
Galaxy S9.
Yeah, it is an S9. How the hell did you know that?
I saw the box in your hot dog picture.
Okay. Yeah, I had an S8 and it was all cracked up, so I got an S9. I didn't spring for an S10, but I got a cool custom case. It's World War I trench camo.
I love that case so much.
It's a nice case. It's all pastel colored, all nice. I love it.
Oh yeah, I forgot the point I was trying to make.
Neverland Ranch, Peter Pan.
Yeah, he chose Peter Pan, but I don't think, like many people, I don't think he was aware of the actual connotations that that story tells, and it's definitely just like, it's almost fitting, not the whole like, oh, he never grows up or anything, but the idea like he's so mentally away from everything and he just can do whatever he wants because he's so powerful, in this case, wealth, that everybody is just slightly afraid of him and just lets him do whatever.
Yeah. He really got away with a lot with people just sort of turning a blind eye to it. Even if the molestation allegations are false, which, I mean, there's victim statements on it, but even if those were false, it's still on record that he slept in the same bed as those kids.
Yeah.
So even if he never touched them, he was still getting something out of it. There's something creepy going on there.
Yeah. Well, the thing that
he was a vampire.
There's always going to be like like abuse sympathizers or whatever. Like the main statement I always heard is because and I'm going very loosely based on memory. I don't have quite the eidetic memory for these kind of things as Brian does, so bear with me. He didn't have a childhood growing up because it was taken from him because of fame and fortune and everything like that.
Sorry, Mike.
No, I understand. Brian is oh so charming and distracting. He was basically trying to relive his childhood by acting as a child and having these kids as friends.
Yeah, basically. Like, because he didn't have a childhood, because the whole Jackson 5 thing started when he was, 5 years old? Mm-hmm. So he was always, the child star, and then it really didn't help with his vitiligo that started and, took over his right hand to begin with, and that's why he wore the glove. it really just consumed his identity, because even when you look in the mirror, you don't recognize yourself, which is incredibly bad, especially since you didn't have like a childhood, so you have nothing to actually draw from. You just know that you were always a performer.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like, okay, well, I can do this, so I guess that's who I am as a person, is somebody who does this. And then, like,
Sad.
yeah.
No, go ahead. You said, and then, like?
Nah, for some reason I was just thinking about the Moonwalker thing with the leaning on his shoes had holes in them.
It was a fucking lie the whole entire time.
It was a lie.
It was a lie.
I like the Moonwalker dance that he invented, where it's just like slowly walk backwards.
I learned how to do that very, very poorly.
I learned how to do that not poorly, and then I gained a lot of weight, and it's harder to pull off when you're heavy as fuck.
It is. Yeah, since I learned how to do that, it's probably been about 70 pounds ago.
Also, you need super slick shoes, man. You can't do that with some rubber soles.
Yeah, because the trick is placing all the weight on the leg that's straight and then sliding the other foot back.
Mm-hmm. It's like you have to look like you're walking backwards, but you can't drag the. Basically, imagine walking backwards but dragging the wrong foot.
Mm-hmm.
That's moonwalking right there. That's it.
I think Jack Black can do it.
Jack Black can do it, but Jack Black can do a lot of things.
Yeah.
Man started a gaming channel and he surpassed us in like 0.2 seconds.
It's Jack Black. I mean,
he could have done any channel, and he doesn't even play video games on his gaming channel anyway. So it's like,
I don't even like Jack Black, but I know his name, and I'm actually interested in his gaming channel because Brian told me about his pinball.
His whole gimmick.
Stunt.
Okay, like can we touch on pinball for a second as a game?
Okay. Yeah. You can do whatever
Space
you
Cadet
want, man.
This is now about Space Cadet pinball. Go ahead.
Recently, I have gotten super into pinball, and I like started looking up pinball machines. They're so expensive. Holy shit!
Yeah, they're probably like $3,000 minimum for non-collectors one.
No, non-collectors, you can get them used, mind you, for like $1,200. If I had $1,200 to drop on something, it wouldn't be a goddamn pinball machine, no matter how much I like it.
I had pinball for the Wii U at one point.
That doesn't count, and you know it.
Nothing on the Wii U counts, really.
I have Space Cadet pinball on my computer, and I currently have the high score on my computer because no one else uses my computer.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Pinball machines, I could imagine they're pretty expensive. You know what? Actually, what arcade machine I wanted really, really badly? Like only like
Simpsons game.
Like only like 20 of them are made before. Quake 1, or I think it's Tournament Edition. They sell that for like $6 or $7,000, or it's sold for $6 or $7,000. Amazing. It's like an arcade machine. It has a trackball, giant trackball, like a cue ball sized trackball. It's amazing.
Have you seen the original Street Fighter arcade machines? Like the original Street Fighter arcade machines. They had one giant button and a joystick. The one giant button, you had to actually punch it. It had like a spring-loaded mechanism, and depending on how hard you punched it, that was what move you did. Like there's no light, medium, hard punch, light, medium, hard kick. Depending on how hard you punch this fucking rubber button was the move you did.
So
Challenge accepted.
So it's like a big spring-loaded analog shoulder button, I guess.
Basically.
I like it.
There's a reason that Street Fighter 2 became vastly more popular as soon as it came out. Well, I mean, there were so many Street Fighter 2s I can't even get into.
Do we have any Q&A to answer?
Yeah, so we could do that.
So many.
We could do that in side B. Hang on.
End of side A. Please continue on side B.
Hi!
And welcome.
In Zelda Day? Okay. Okay. Ooh, we can make a name. Oh shit, Noah, what should we name him? Asshat?
Asshat.
I swear to God. Just use your keyboard. How did you fuck up this time? You didn't hit record. I'm going to kick your ass. I'm going straight to Virginia right now to kick your ass. I love you too. Oh, RetroArch disappeared. Why? Did you close RetroArch? Oh, okay.
Oh, Capcom helped make this.
Hmm?
Capcom helped make this game.
Yeah, that's what makes it good.
Capcom's done plenty of shitty games.
Yep.
Apply. Now you can hear me. All right.
Is the video still in the foreground?
The video's been recording the whole time.
Cool. So just hit stop and then restart and delete that file, and nobody can see that file.
Hello and welcome to Tidepool Orchestra.
Okay.
Hang on.
Or we could actually use that as the intermission, I guess.
Welcome back. You're listening to the calming sounds of the Tidepool Orchestra. Side B.
You mean
Welcome
all 70?
back. Welcome
Really?
back to Side B.
Really?
You son of a bitch.
Yeah. Fucking Mike's just covered in a cloud of vape. Nah, man. I'm serious.
We weren't back yet.
No, we are now. I have to edit
Smoke.
this shit.
Smoke breaks over, guys. Gotta go back to the mill.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what? I don't care. Noah's been vaping. I'm gonna vape too.
Yeah.
Good, do it. Q&As. I'm gonna pull them up on my phone.
Maintain eye contact.
Maintain eye contact.
Is
this a staring contest?
Oh no, I already lost because I lost my eye contact as soon as I was done vaping. One day I'm gonna do that. And the cloud's gonna dissipate, and I'm just gonna be gone.
Okay, let's pull up some questions. So real quick, we're pulling up the questions from the Discord, the fan Discord, link down below. I did set up a couple of bots for my California trip. I set up a bot also to censor out any of the naughty language, mostly that one word. Don't say the N-word, guys. Obvious shit.
Who was it that we almost banned for that because he was just being a snotty little shit about it?
A 9-year-old kid.
Is he seriously 9?
Yes.
I feel both bad. I feel bad in two ways now.
Okay, so I set that up like for the California trip, and I also.
And then it gained sentience.
It gains sentience. So I'm checking the pinned messages on the questions for podcast section. So going all the way back to March 2nd, because I cleared it out after the last episode that we recorded. We recorded it 2 weeks ago.
Brian.
Yeah.
I just gotta say, man, you gotta step up your background game.
What, you don't like my empty pizza box? Because if you don't like my empty pizza box, I have good news. There's some breadsticks.
It's not empty.
Yeah.
Yo, you got the crazy sauce.
Yeah, the last time I got it, it was moldy. This time it wasn't.
Your pizza sauce is moldy?
Yeah.
Can we talk about that before Q&A?
Okay, so I went to Little Caesars once in Beaverton, Oregon, and the Little Caesars I went to, I got a pizza and crazy bread, and they gave me a sauce, and I started walking outside, and I looked at the top of the sauce, and I'm like, weird, why is it white? maybe it's just condensation. So I take the lid off and I look down and no, it's almost light blue with all the mold. I
Jesus
walked
Light blue mold.
Christ.
and I walked back there because I'm deathly allergic to mold and I didn't want to die that day. And I'm like, what's with the mold? And she said, oh, sorry. Took the sauce back, grabbed a different sauce from the same pile, handed it to me, and then walked to the back before I could say anything.
Maybe it's blue cheese.
Little
Don't
Caesars
think
doesn't have blue
so.
cheese, and
They
even
don't?
then, blue cheese is still technically mold, and I cannot eat it.
Can we talk about how Little Caesars gives a crazy sauce with their crazy bread, but not with their Italian cheese bread, which arguably you would want to dip in marinara even more so than the crazy bread?
That's pretty screwed up. I didn't know that.
Yeah, you got to pay for it with the fucking Italian cheese bread.
So we got a question from the Me 6 robot, which I named robot, but for some reason when it asks questions, it just ignores the name and just says Me 6. Which, I love it when robots don't listen to what I named them. That's fun. It says, at Brian, why did you make me?
Why did you make him, Brian?
Brian, why did you make him?
I made the robot to ask questions and also to do commands so that when I was driving for 12 straight hours, people would still like engage and talk to each other. And
Brian, they do that with or without us. We've made a community.
It's scary.
Yeah.
So that's why I made it, and then I made it ask questions because I thought, oh, you know what, this might be cute. It wasn't. It was a terrible fucking idea. And then Red commented right after that, Brian, why did you mate me? And Red, no. No. Okay.
See, I would expect that comment from Brad.
From Chris, again, March 2nd, so this is about 2 weeks ago. Where did all these bots come from? The Pokemon one is called Pokecord, and it allows you to play Pokemon. The robot one, robot/me6, is mostly to greet people and to give them the good guy fan orange tag, so I don't have to constantly check it constantly. We got some Slavs in here in the Discord.
Yeah,
Did we do?
Yeah. I called them out on it too, and I'm like, hey man, does that mean that you're squatting around wearing Adidas 40 in one
Tracksuits?
hand? Yeah. And he's like, I'm not offended, but it's a stereotype.
Hey,
I'm like,
you remember when we lost a couple subscribers one day?
It wasn't
That
the
was
same day.
them.
It wasn't the same day. From Red, Brian, I think it's best if you answer its question, referring again to the robot saying, why did you make me? And then Red also says, is robot ... Brian ? And the idea, yeah, kinda. It's my self-loathing taking physical form.
Manifestation.
It's a manifestation of my hatred for myself.
Chris put, oh god, what have you done? Which I think he's referring to Mike. Mike, what have you done?
God, what haven't I done? Wait, in what context?
There's no context.
God damn it, Chris.
Patrick says, are you I say automatic? Shh.
Patrick's weird. He's
Patrick
also
is
a
weird.
Yoshi.
No, that hasn't aired yet.
But you told everyone it was gonna happen. This isn't.
Yeah. Oh, I put a question. I said, is Brian hip with the teen lingo? And then in parentheses, Brian cannot answer this one.
He's not. Brian is not.
I'm pretty on fleek with it, my dudes.
The fact that you say on fleek means that you are at least 3 years behind on the teen lingo.
Oh yeah, I am. Unabashedly.
Like you just recently learned weird blank, but okay.
Weird what?
Weird burn,
Blank.
but okay.
Blank? You mean flex?
Yeah. Well,
anything. You can say weird anything, but okay, and it'll be funny.
I mean, weird rules, but okay. So Noah put, where did they go wrong? And it's this math question right here. Can you?
No, we cannot. Just
We
put
can't
it on the
see
screen.
it.
Okay, put it on the
Put
screen.
it right here.
Put it on top of Mike. Okay.
I'll hold it up.
It says A equals B, A squared equals AB, A squared minus B squared equals AB minus B squared, and then parenthetical A plus B, parenthetical A minus B equals B, parenthetical A minus B. A plus B equals B, A plus A equals A, 2A equals A, and 2 equals 1. And Noah on March 3rd said, at Brian, where did they go wrong?
My head hurts.
They go wrong on the assumption of number 8, 2 equals 1, because I think A and B are both 1.
A and B are the same. They're the same value. So.
Oh yeah, because number 6, A plus A cannot equal A.
A plus A can't equal A, but before that, they actually divide both sides by parentheses A minus B. And what that is they're dividing both sides by 0.
Nice.
That enables the whole entire thing to make 2 equal. They divide both sides by 0.
Okay, cool.
Nice.
So you got to answer that. That's fun.
I feel like that was just like, I'm going to insert this, and I know I'm going to answer it. So
yeah, Noah's a very smart boy.
I've known. I'm a very smart boy. I'm a very good boy. Guy remembers attendees.
You gotta use the good boy points to spend
I
on
heard,
tendies.
gotta earn my tendies.
Chicken tendies.
I want my tendies.
Yeah,
Chicken
I want
tendies.
my tendies. Chris
I cashed
says,
out all my tendies. Now I only have nuggets left.
Chris says, should we shun the non-believers?
Shun. Nah.
What don't they believe in?
I think it's a reference to Charlie the Unicorn.
Charlie the Unicorn, yeah.
It's crazy, right? Because Charlie the Unicorn started long enough ago that we're all familiar with it, and he's still working on the last one.
Well,
Is he?
you know, fun fact,
it got
Chris
funded.
went to high school with him.
Jason Steele?
Yeah.
I don't know what to say to that. Chris went to high school with Jason Steele. Neat. Robot says, I miss having my own body.
That implies that he at one point had a body. Also, it's not a question.
Yeah, I was going to say, not a question.
Patrick puts, is the Tidepool Orchestra a cult? Not until we get enough members.
No, you can be a cult with just a handful of members, and at this point we're at 76. I feel like we could do some damage.
If you would like to join the Tidepool Orchestra cult, make sure to get at least 3 more people to subscribe, and then we all, at the same time, at midnight on the full moon, we look up and hold our right hand high and say, I don't know, something about Tidepool Orchestra.
You hold it up, and in the moonlight hits your hand, and on the other side of it, it's just the Tidepool logo.
Robot says, can I be on the podcast?
You already are.
Yeah, technically speaking, yeah. I think I responded to that one, shut the fuck up, you stupid robot, and then pinned it. Zia put right after I did that, my favorite time of day is camping here, 6 a.m. to 7 to 8 p.m., waiting for the bot's wise words.
So she's actually already got it planned out when the bot asks.
Oh, and then Noah put a question just now. Can we ask questions while filming? Pin. So why don't we answer that, Noah? Can we?
I feel like we can't, and we shouldn't.
I feel like we can, and we did.
Cool. Done.
I feel like, can we all fill our screens with smoke?
I can't.
I think he's dead.
It's like... Mike likes to pretend he's dead to annoy me.
That's my 21 gun salute.
There he is.
He's back.
He's adorable.
Had me worried there for a second, buddy.
I do that sometimes.
What else should we talk about? The Mumkey and Asperger thing, or like can't touch anything else?
Good
The
question.
color red.
We could talk about the color red. There's a lot of red things out there.
That's true. The leave call button is red. In fact,
Oh, cool. I can use drumsticks to flip people off. Oh, I'm learning. I'm gonna learn how to play the drums.
It's like an Aqua Teen Hunger Force. The Moonanites. Extend your middle fingers as high as they will go.
Okay, so let's talk about some red things. I mean, there's cinnamon flavored candy. There's
No.
blood.
Satan.
Satan? Yeah, Satan.
Satan's more of a maroon. I wouldn't say he's like base red.
Big D from Legend is red. Am I the only one who's seen Legend?
If the big D is red, you need to see a doctor.
You know what is red is, I'm just looking at my bookshelf here, the spine for I Kill Giants. Have you guys read this book?
Code Red.
Code Red, Mountain Dew Code Red is good.
This solo cup is red.
Can I talk about I Kill Giants for a second?
Yeah.
The
talk about
inside of my coffee mug.
Oh, nice.
I Kill Giants is a black and white graphic novel about this girl who says that she can fight giants, but it turns out that the real giant that she will never be able to defeat is the fact that her mother died of cancer and she can't cope with it.
Damn, dude, that's worse than the Mega Man spoiler.
We all like dark things.
That's true.
Carnage
Strawberries
is red.
are red.
Yeah.
Carnage is red.
Strawberries are red. Blood is red.
My graphics card is red sometimes.
The grass outside is red.
That's weird.
It's weird.
The rivers run red with the blood of my enemies.
Is grass not red?
Is that Tamerlane?
Old Spice is red.
Ooh,
What a-
my tool case is red.
What a great podcast. Oh, it's so good.
Hey,
I'm having
loving
the time
you
of
is
my life
red.
right now.
If
Oh.
loving you was wrong, I would be in jail. Wait. Hey, Brian, don't say things like that. Got it. I make a habit of being self-incriminating, and it's great because I haven't actually done anything that bad, but goddamn, does it seem like I did.
The blood on the chains in Brian's trunk is red.
There's that. Do we want to talk more about that day? Because that was a weird day.
You want to know what else is red?
What?
Your beard. Oh, that. Oh, I can't hear him now.
Oh no.
He's on mute.
On mute. Oh, I want to talk.
Now you can hear me?
I want to tell a story.
It automatically mutes by him flipping it up.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I want to tell a story real quick. So I'm at my dad's wedding, right? And one of the friends and family we have. Mike is an asshole. No, so I'm at my dad's wedding, and one of the friends of the family that we have is a deaf woman, right? She's otherwise perfectly cool. She's awesome. You can barely even tell. She speaks very fluently and all that. But she is deaf, so he prints out all of the lyrics to the songs, which, A, nice. B, the music he played at the wedding is stuff like Nickelback, so maybe she's the lucky one?
Yeah.
So our table is seated right next to the giant speaker, and her husband says, "Oh, it's too loud right now and I can't hear anything." And after hearing that and seeing that she saw his lips move, I tap her on the shoulder and said, "He can't hear anyone. Can you even imagine what that's like?" She starts dying laughing, and he gets so upset he walks away. He stands up and walks outside. It's great.
I'm glad that she was cool with it, because that could have backfired horribly, Brian.
He bought her an iPod for Christmas one year. An iPod Shuffle. Doesn't even have the screen. Mike, your microphone is still muted. Oh, you know. Final words. I super want to take this from Toki Takeout because I feel like it's the best way to close it out. close out the podcast is we each say one word. I'm saying this out loud not to explain to our audience, who I'm sure is well aware of it, or to Noah, who did it last week, but to Mike, who I don't think watches the videos. So we're all going to go around and say one final word. Yeah? Unless we have any other topics. Turn your microphone on, Mike. Asshole. That's my word, asshole. Mike.
Hat ass.
People will understand that in a few days. And Noah?
Bile.
Bile.
Don't like that.
That's so good. Okay, so anything else? We're done?
I think we're done.
Cool. Good show, everybody.
Bye.
Bye. Everybody say bye.
I love you.
Aww.
Thank you for listening to the calming sounds of the Tidepool Orchestra.